You miss me? What's going on, YouTube fam? I miss you all. It's been like, what, 2 weeks now since I did a video. Last video I did, I think, truck for sale. And by the way, probably early next week, we have a update. You're going to want to be here for that. Ooh, we got some good stuff to talk about pertaining to the truck. But anyway, it's been a minute. Hope you are well. Certainly hope that your business is prospering. And by the way, if you're coming back to the channel, welcome back to the crib, big baby. And of course, you know it is always good to see you, especially when I haven't seen you in almost 2 weeks. I think it's been 2 weeks, so definitely good to see you. Definitely good to see you. All right, so if this is your first time visiting our channel, we'd like to take a minute and say welcome. We certainly appreciate you taking the time to stop by. That means a lot. Really appreciate that. So nice to meet you and good to see you as well. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already and notification bell so you'll be notified when you have some fresh content for you to check out. Smash that like button, and by all means, you have my permission to share the channel and or the video. You see the subject, right? Who's the boss? You or the dispatcher? You know the answer to this one, right? Timestamp, I almost forgot about it. August 20th, 2021 at the time of the recording. It is 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. So obviously it depends on where you are and when you watch this video, but good afternoon. I appreciate you being here. You the boss. We know the answer. You are the boss. Had a subscriber call me, matter of fact, not long ago, maybe an hour ago, and said that his dispatcher called and was screaming at him and said, Uncle Kenny, what should I do? By the way, if you knew, my name is Kenny, but some people call me Uncle Kenny. Long story on that. But anyway, I told him, I said, well, you know, I don't tell people what to do with their business. I don't do that because I don't allow people to tell me what to do with my business, nor my channel. But I said, here's what I would do. They work for me. I don't work for them. Now, we do business. They call me and say, hey, we have a load. This is what it's paying. This is where it's going to be picked up. And this is where it's going. Do you want to accept the load? At that point, I'm going to say yes or no. And that is the end of that transaction. There's no room for me or them to raise their voice. I have a choice. They have a choice. They have a choice to say, we don't want to dispatch you any more loads, Kenny. Cool. Or I can say, I don't want you to dispatch me any more loads. That's it. Let me also add this, guys. In my opinion, I don't tell you what to do. I don't tell you how to run your business. I only just give you things to think about and tell you what I would do. In my opinion, dispatching services should not be long-term. Let me say that again. Dispatching should not be long-term. You should, after a certain period of time, and not long, you should have developed some relationships with the broker or brokers. And if you are doing what you are supposed to do, they're going to call you frequently. And so there's no need to have long-term relationship with a dispatcher. You don't need to spend that 10%. In most cases, you're paying more than that. Some paying less, but what I've been seeing, 10% and higher. Keep that money in your pocket. Now, when you're starting out, you might need that. Plus, you may not want to be dealing with all that. You just want to drive. Although I think you can multitask and do multiple things or have someone help you with that. This is just my opinion. Hold on. Got an email. Okay, sorry about that. That shouldn't be long term. Now, let me go a little bit further. I've had some great factoring companies on this channel, and I like them all. Factoring is a great benefit to your company, especially when you're starting out and you need to have access to your cash flow or have access to your money. They're good for that. Most cases, they can get you your money in 1 day or 24 hours. depending on how they are structured. They also have the fuel cards and all those things. That being said, that should certainly not be long term either. It shouldn't be. Most of these brokers have quick pay options. They can pay you maybe in 6 or 7 days. Not all, but a lot of them do. And doing your early relationship with a dispatching service, a factoring company, you're able to see who pay, how they pay. You can develop a relationship with these brokers, right? At some point, you need to wean yourself off of that factoring and invoice these companies yourself. Save that 2.5%, 3% or whatever they charge, in my opinion. Not telling you what to do. Remember, the way to be profitable in any business, keep your expenses low and delete things that you do not need. Does that make sense? Just something to think about. That's no knock against any of these factoring companies. I told you, you know which one I really, really love, but I've had 2 great ones on the channel. They're good, especially if you're starting out. Get your 90% money up front. Some give you more, some give you less. You get that money pretty quick. But as you grow and you got positive cash flow, and you shouldn't come into the business without positive cash flow. It's good, make good business sense to use other people's money as opposed to yours, but you should have money. If you don't need to get out here until you have the money. Take your time, be patient, discipline, have a plan, save your money. That's just my opinion. But back to the original question, who's the boss? You are the dispatching service. You are the boss. Remember, you're paying them. Now, they may disagree and say it's a partnership. We work together. That's fair. But they don't make money from you unless you allow them to make money. They're going to call you with a load. You either take it or you don't take it. That's simple. And as you get age under that authority, you will find more people are more susceptible to working or open to working with you. And you can start doing a lot of this stuff, if not all, yourself. Just thought I'd put that out there. That's all I really have. The subscriber called me. I said, let me address this in a video. He was kind of upset. This person was screaming at him. And when he also said, well, what if I don't have enough time to get it there when I'm supposed to get it there? He's talking about the load. If I got a load, I've accepted it, and I don't have enough time to get it there when it's supposed to be delivered. He asked me whose fault is that, and I said, that's your fault. When they call you with a load, you know where it's going. You know when it's got to be there. You know where your pickup location is, and obviously you know where you're going to deliver this load. If you can't get it there in the time frame that they're requesting and also be in compliance, you don't take the load. Or you say, hey, I can't deliver this load in this time frame. Can we extend that? They'll go back to the broker. Or if you're dealing with the broker directly, you guys work that out. But don't take a load that you can't run. That's real simple, guys. You don't want to call when you figure that out. Oh, I'm going to be late. That's not how you want to conduct business. You remember I've said in a lot of previous videos is that you need to trip plan. You need to, and listen, when somebody call you, you need to know your truck. You need to know your dimensions. You need to know what it costs for you to run that load so you can say yes or no immediately. You know how many hours you can drive a day. You know how many miles you're going to be going. If they tell you it takes 11 hours to drive there, does that mean you can drive that load and get it there in 11 hours? No, because remember, you've got to do pre-trip and post-trip. That's 30 minutes right there. So you want to make sure that you are not spreading yourself thin. You got enough time to pick up that load and get it to where it's going. Anything can happen. You may be pulled over for an hour in inspection. You may have a breakdown. You may have a detour, weather, or what have you. So never spread yourself thin. So the answer to that question, it's your fault, but you are the boss. Owner, operator. Remember that. All right. Hope that helped, man. I appreciate you guys being here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And I have really missed you all. It's been a minute. I'm going to try my best not to disappear that long. but we got an update coming probably early next week, soon. All right. Remember, tough times don't last forever. Tough people always do, and we all know money comes with a lot of things, right? But it doesn't come with instructions. So you've got to be smart in your decision-making process, and you'll be fine. Remember, have a plan, be disciplined, and patient, and you will be okay. Good to see you guys, and we'll talk soon. Take care.